Welcome everyone. My name is Thanitra Pichedvanichok, otherwise known to my students as Chef T. I'm a personal chef, caterer, and culinary instructor at Teaspoons, my boutique cooking school in Ladera Ranch, California. In this clip, we're going to show you how to clean the smell from plastic food containers. Now, having a cooking school means that I always have to keep my food containers smelling nice and fresh. So what I use is a simple combination of bleach, baking soda, a little dish soap, and I'll also need some paper towels, a big bowl that's big enough to fit the plastic container, a sponge, and of course my gloves, because since we're going to be working with bleach, I want to make sure that I protect my hands. So first, what we're going to do is put on the gloves. You always want to make sure that you wear gloves whenever possible, even when you're washing your dishes, because you want to keep your hands nice and protected over time. So now we're going to go ahead and turn on the hot water. I'm going to go ahead and squeeze a little bit of the dish soap inside the container and give it a good scrub. So this is just the beginning step of our cleaning here. Again, just a little dish soap, some hot water, and our sponge. I'm going to go ahead and rinse it out now. Now I'm going to make a simple paste of baking soda and water. The baking soda actually helps to neutralize the odors in the container. So I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle about a half a cup of baking soda into the container. There we go. And I'm also going to just add enough water just to make a heavy paste. So that's probably about 1/4 cup of water. Then I'm going to take my sponge and give it a good scrub. Make sure you clean in the corners as well, because that's where a lot of the odors sometimes linger and get trapped in. So make sure you get all the outside, the corners, and the little crevices in between as well. So now I'm going to rinse out the solution of the baking powder and water. So that's pretty good. Starting to smell good already. So I'm going to go ahead and now fill up my glass bowl with some hot water. I'm going to put my container in there. It's actually more like warm water, so you'll be fine with just warm water there. So just fill it up about halfway, make sure it covers up the container. And now I'm going to add my bleach solution. Always use as a general rule about 1 cup of bleach per gallon of water. So I'm going to go ahead and pour in my bleach. There we go. Now I'm going to just let it soak for about 30 minutes just to ensure that we rid of any odors and smells that's still lingering in the container. And we'll be back in a few minutes to check in on it. So now that our container has soaked in the bleach and water solution for about 30 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and rinse it out. Again, I'm going to add a little bit of dish soap just one more time just to get rid of any of the bleach residue that may still be left behind. Turn on a little bit of the water, and with my sponge, just give it a good scrub with the soapy water here. It's smelling great. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and rinse it out with some warm water again. Make sure you get rid of all of the soap. And it's smelling wonderful. What you also want to do too is take a paper towel and just dry it off a little bit just so that we don't have any water spots on our food container. There we go. You can also use a dish rag as well. We're going to go ahead and dry it off completely. And then after this, what I like to do is to actually leave it out in the sun just so that we let it sit in the sun, because the UV rays actually helps to kill any additional bacteria that may still be lingering behind. So we're going to leave it out in the sun, and you're good to go, and you'll have a fresh, clean smelling plastic container.